hello. We have returned from grinding, and I have some notes that I took down as I was grinding because things that, weren't seen on screen, right? So first off, we'll look at the squad, right? We have Kingler Gang, we have Cybertron leveled up. I think the moveset's still the same. That's what it was. Also, that's what F is crazy high. Nice. Then we have Potential 2 leveled up, and you'll see that it had Thrash previously. It learned Bite and Dragon Rage, and I taught it Volt Switch. So, yeah, Thrash is definitely stronger. Then we have Bedard, which I forget if it was during the episode or not that Water Pulse got learned. I think it was. So, for accurate move, then obviously we still have Lord Helix and Jaws, for which, so the reason they're all 27 is because that's what the lowest in my party was, right? That felt like the fair thing to do. Maybe Jaws and Lord Helix may be overleveled, but these ones are less overleveled by comparison, which I do need to give the plate that was saved for Potential 2. Also, I wanted to show you I found a dragon scale. It was in the soot. So, because I fought the trainers there, then you'll notice right under it, I found a water cell. It was on Route 115. So, you may have noticed I'm in Mauville right now, the Pokemon Center Mauville, not in Full Arbor where we left off, because I went through Route 114 to fight the trainers that I had skipped, and obviously I did the soot in 113 because I did the trainers that I skipped in 113. Then I went through Meteor Falls and went to the other side of Meteor Falls that connects to 115. So that's how I got to the place where it was on that side where the water stone was, and I fought some trainers there, and then I accidentally jumped the ledge. So I had to make the roundabout. So because I had to make the roundabout, I also spent some money and stopped and bought more Rindo berries because I had to make the roundabout. Where'd the Rindo berries go? Yeah, there they are. So we have more. And I also bought some lemonades, as you see, which all I was doing was spamming the A button, right? So, I didn't feel like you needed to see that, but if you're wondering where some of my money is gone, that's where the money is gone. And also, I did face a trainer that had a Perugly that used Judgment. So that means the Arceus that we fought super early on did not have Judgment because it was supposed to from Learn set. It's because it's actually just a TM. So that is the notable things that I wrote down to make sure that I wanted to mention those. And I believe it is now time for us to go back to Mount Chimney and finish our job, since we had the hiccup, obviously, on our attempt to do that, which also I think I don't have the smoke ball on anyone right now, but I guess in fairness, should be, since I'm this many levels higher, it's probably fine. And I have been taking advantage of I also probably have more money in general, but like less money technically, right now, because I spent a bunch of it, but since I was fighting some trainers. Right, I've been using the function that I was talking about, since it is very useful, especially because it tells you what what Pokemon there are. So that'll probably be how I grind in the future. But I fought a lot of trainers that we hadn't fought yet, which felt kind of weird for off-screen, but they're due to their levels, because I skipped them, right? They're like lower level. You didn't miss anything. Other than that's why I brought up the Judgment TM was at least interesting to me. So I tried to make sure, hey, if I didn't skip anything interesting, that you have all the information that you need. At least I think. I forget if we face one more person before fighting Maxie. But Okay, we do. So we have our grass switch in. I'm not a fan of the parafusion. Oh my. It's literally just like the full everything going. Oh, and I bought some more like the heals stuff as well. I forgot to say that as well. Yeah. I guess this is probably worth a full heal since it's two different things that I need to heal off. And then I need to burn this thing to a crisp. The only problem is when I do that, yeah, my health goes very low. But if this is Mega, surely it won't have 1,000 arrows. Cub Chew, I think. Kingler Gang can handle Cub Chew. Alright, I'm gonna go back and heal. Big surprise. But I'm also going to on top of just healing, I think I want to level up Kingler Gang to level 28 for no particular reason at all. Wink wink, nudge nudge. It's Sloth, right? Yeah. There's definitely no particular reason that would, you know, that's notable of saying. Obviously, right? You know, it's just for funsies, not for anything else. Before an important battle. You know, it only took one fight, right? Oh, what? Who could have seen this coming? Yeah. So, Kingler Gang. And then I think down the lead. You. So now the stats are much better. It's so funny. I'm plus Spadef and it's still so terrible. But yeah, the Kingler Gang has many strengths. Just Spadef is not one of them, and that's okay. But also, it did get me thinking about encounters. That I do need to. There's quite a few encounters I could get that I have not gone back and gotten, like because of the rod. And just like places maybe I didn't go back and explore, I didn't backtrack, since I was doing the big circle of the early game of Hoenn. So I think after we do this fight, I do want to get the encounters, because then we're going to go to the other side of Hoenn. So I think that's probably a good timing to get all the encounters, and so I don't have to make a return trip later, but I forget if this, like, we're literally about to get the Lottie so that we can like fly around easier. So maybe waiting for that actually makes more sense. I don't know. I'll think about it as we're on this cable car up. All right, I've thought about it as we're off the cable car. I'm just gonna do it after Maxi. I think that's waiting for the flying capabilities, whatever. It's like it's not hard to get around, I would say. So, because you know, obviously we have a gym coming up as well, right? So I think it's fine to go get the encounters, and then now I need to just double check. Do I have any items that would be nice here? I don't think so. I guess magnet is definitely useful. Forgot I had that, so that's a good catch to go through the items. As far as berries go, do I have any weakness ones that... What, dark? I don't have any dark weakness. Bug, I don't have any bug weakness. Fighting. I mean, the Rindo berry is more important than I think the dread plate is more important. So yeah, so I think we're good on the items. So it is time to face Maxi. Oh, what an exquisite lead mon on their part. I think we'll just bite. I don't. It probably has signal beam, if I had to guess. But I don't know if I care that much. I think I'm fine just to bite. I won't die to one, is what I'm assuming. Okay, Rain Dance, which I have some swimmers still on the team, right? No, I don't. Huh. All my swimmers are gone, huh? That's awkward. But it's fine. I mean, the rain is overall good for us, right? We're never gonna complain about that. Okay, Force Palm. Not quite the signal beam I was expecting, but all good. So we have Meditite, which I think we'll just go into Bedard. And I will Steep Eruption, because this should blow it out. Whismer. I mean, I want to try Water Pulse and hope it like just kills so I can not risk the miss. Oh, that's funny. Actually, I'm gonna stay in because I can Volt Switch. So I'm not actually staying in, I guess is the better way to phrase that, but oh, that's funny, that changed the weather, but we don't care. We were prepared. Stomp is not happening for Bedard. There's no way. I'm clicking that button. So we got the meteorite. So now we can. Oh, I see that TM over there. Hold on, how do we get there? I don't know that I've ever realized that this is here. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's so funny. Huh! I know that Michael's gonna like timestamp that because that was quite the noise I made there.
When you can slash with TikTok.
I am going to now check who can learn. Oh wow. Huh. That's a pretty good move we got there. Do I want to keep Volt Switch on this? I feel like Dragon Rage I think is still useful. So I think for now I'm gonna take off the Volt Switch and I might replace Dragon Rage later. But I'm gonna say that every physical attacker that can learn this should probably be learning this. So I will, in fact, do that. And also just the value of the animation is so good. Which now presents an issue of, is Ice Fang worth getting rid of? Because I can't get rid of Cut. Right. I mean, it's so strong. Like this only helps in the situation of dragons as compared to, obviously, if I have to face a grass type, right? But I'm gonna say that Dragon Ascent is probably just better. Like just the water, ground, flying coverage is fine. I think I can live without the ice coverage. So, because it's just so much stronger of a move. So that's quite nice. Now, I could go down. Okay, I was gonna say I want to heal, so yeah, they want to make sure you rest before you go, which makes sense. Gonna put the smoke ball on someone just to have it in case of emergency, because I believe so. We now are gonna get our jagged pass encounter as we descend, for which I don't have confusion anymore, which I used to rely on, right? Yeah. I guess I have leech seed as my best option. So I will do that in case I'm like, just can't hit whatever it is, right? Alright, well, go goat can't be leech seeded, so we'll just move along. I will hit it with the water pulse, because I don't think that'll do very much. Might be worth trying to burn it, but maybe confusion's just the better way to go. You know, insomnia is probably fine for now. Good dodge there from Bedard. Sweet. Okay, so we got our jagged pass encounter that is Go-Goat. And will be something else. Oh, I didn't move the boxes, so whoops on that. I will put Bedard in the front for now, and I guess I should probably heal it. Although I didn't buy like regular potions, I bought like the million lemonades, right? So I guess a lemonade shall be used in case I run into a trainer, but I also have the smoke ball, right? So, and I traded for the acro. Like, I don't remember if I did that on screen or not, but preparing for this was the intent. See if there's other stuff for me to hop around to. Wave incense, hey, that's a good item. So I think that can go straight on to the jaws, because crab hammer is the move we are spamming. So I think that works out perfectly. That is a great item. So I'm glad that we went and searched the area. We're fine on levels for now, I think. So I will not be fighting the random Pokemon here, because I don't think I need to. I go this way. Get the TM Uproar. Probably not going to use that, but you never know. Also, I can't go back up, right? At least not that direction. So I'll probably end up having to fight some of these trainers, which is okay. I'm willing to fight the trainers. I'm just trying to do this efficiently so I don't have to do it again, kind of thing. I don't think this has, I was like, I don't think this has anything that'll threaten me, and especially if it just misses 2 supersonics, I'm cool with that. I'm gonna go all the way this way. Fuck, I missed an item. So I guess I'll probably go back eventually and check out all the items that I could be getting. Chop. I think King of King can get a debut as newly evolved, and fuck it, this is just gonna look too funny. Like the Dragon Ascent being on multiple ones is worth it just for the what's it called? Just for the animation. Like I think that will be very funny and I will enjoy it. So I'm glad. Along with obviously just being a great move. Right, you know. Can't ignore that part. Does this kid want to fight? I'll fight kids. I have no problem with that. Oh, heart scale, nice. So that's useful because I did use the other two that I recall having. I didn't double check to see if we had more, but. I want to say I used like the only two that we had at the time for Steam Eruption and Discharge, which obviously no regret there. Very, very happy about it. So I think that was a good decision that helps quite a bit. My stance has not changed. I will fight kids. And I will just click it to see potential to just go to the skies and annihilate. I think Dreadplate Bite still kills this. Or it's close. Yeah, it kills. Like I was like, minus defenses is always not ideal, but we already were up there. So also, there's actually been a ton of fire types here, which is on theme. Cool to see, but we have a fossil. Hey. So that's something to also be aware of. Is that's we can do those, if I remember correctly, in this game. So it was is it the area of the first gem, right? Like, or no, it's in the Devoncourt. Yeah. So we made it to Lava Ridge. Oh baby. Okay, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. First things first. We do need to move. Let's go to the right spot and acknowledge level 21 Lonely Sap Sipper. Go. Right? You can see. And we need to find out what shall this Go-Goat be, which is our Jagged Pass encounter. So of course, when we need to see what that should be, we whip out the wheel and we give it a spin. Which we already have on the Star Lord Helix, so I will take that. I will say species there, and also I do see Tauros, which I need to take off because that form is not available yet. So if we had spun it, I would have just obviously said, hey, it's not in the game. I just I didn't catch it and take it off beforehand, so we'll try again. So not Kyogre, I don't think we need a Mantike. I would like to remember not Kyogre as they were, so we'll try again. As species obviously. And that's a horsey, which I showed you earlier. We do have the dragon scale, so this is not an impossible evolution, thankfully. So I'm gonna be right back as I change the scene with a level, was it like 21? Horsey. Alright, we have returned. We have Mystery the horsey. It is Swift Swim, so I did mention earlier as we were facing rain that we seem to not have our Swift Swimmers anymore, but we still have some left over. I mean, this Swift Swim won't stay on that, but yeah, we still got some more encounters also to get, by the way, so I will go to the shop first before I spend all my money on the moo milk, because I will. Oh, it doesn't have a special shop? Then I guess we don't have a choice. Looks like we have to, you know, what else can I say? I don't know if I should just buy more super potions so I don't have to use the lemonades on everything. As I'm literally gonna go buy heals. What am I talking about? Don't have anything to sell. That's so we do have to do that. Yeah, we only have the 1 heart scale now. We have the Waterstone and Dragon Scale ready to help us evolve things. So that's pretty good. Do you have any, like, revives or something? No. So then, any berries that there's no shot we're ever using. Pokeblocks, I don't give a fuck. Pokeblocks, I don't give a fuck. Frozen, that's useful. Pokeblocks, I don't give a fuck. That's money. Pokeblocks, I don't give a fuck. Pokeblocks, I don't give a fuck. Maybe we'll use Kasab at some point. I'm willing. Yeah, how much money is it? It's only 500. You know, that's not quite what I'm looking for. So we will talk to like everybody. Oh, you see, okay. I forgot we got an egg. So I should have made a spot open. So for right now, let's put our hero. So far, I would say Lord Helix has been quite the hero. I guess put it here just in case I go around. I'm probably just gonna spend the time to like patch it immediately and not do anything else yet. I'm gonna put it next to a fire type. Whether that helps or not, that's probably doesn't, but yes, as all. Oh yeah, this is the place. Ooh, Rocky Helmet is interesting. I don't know if there's someone I can sell this to, but on the off chance that I can, I will just buy one. Rocky Helmet's interesting, but like the mon I would put it on is Lord Helix, and Lord Helix is getting Rindo berries for the rest of eternity. Ooh, a charcoal. Charcoal though, that will go on Bedard, of course. So I'll still do all this and then hatch the egg, I think, is the... I don't think you wish you could lay an egg, good sir. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I will talk to them peoples. Is there even peoples to talk to? No. No. I feel like there used to be people in here. Maybe in the originals. But I think I've talked to everybody here, so if that's the case, I mean... just gonna fill up on milks. And get on our bike and bike around. I guess theoretically I could just go get the encounters right while I'm just biking around, but at the same time I don't want to have a lesser team ready to go like Lord Helix or anyone in the box while I'm doing that. So I think no, I did not mean to go in there. So like if there's a trainer here, then I don't want to face that trainer currently.
Sometimes you just want a good story.
Oh, that's
on TikTok you'll find
short
dramas.
good story. Speaking of a good story, here's one. I'm gonna hatch a sick and it's gonna carry us for sure. Not the primal Kyogre in the box. It'll be this egg, surely. But yeah, I guess I can here. Let me think. Let me plan out my routes here real quick. So the encounters that we need would be. I still need to do the Rust Turf Tunnel. Just like crack it open. No encounter obviously there, but just crack it open so that I can go from Rustboro to here. So I guess that means I should go to Full Arbor, go go around, go through Meteor Falls to Route 115. Or I can get to Route 115 if I just go from Mauville through Verdant Turf to Rust Turf Tunnel and get to Rustboro. I could just do that because I just need the water area. I don't need anything else. And then once I could do that encounter, then go back down to Oldale, back to Little Route, excuse me, and get that encounter as well. And then I don't think there's anything else I would need to do, or any other encounters, right? Like Cycling Road doesn't have any encounters. Like I didn't do Cycling Road yet, but that's I guess a training ground for later. So I think that's what I'll do. I will go back to Mauville, then through the tunnel. So at that point, I don't need to just like go in circles. I can just make my way over so that I'm more efficient with my time here. And since we fought everyone, we don't have to worry. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this like a extra area that I just didn't realize was here? I guess so. Oh, was that supposed to be like the wise glasses up here? Probably. That would make sense. I didn't realize I need to fight someone here, but it's fine. We will just super overkill it for funsies, because we like that Dragon Ascent animation. And Shinx, I guess we'll go with you since you have the ground move. Kinglet Gang. And also Hyper Cutter, of course. I totally was thinking of that. Alright, then we can get the honey. I don't think I'm gonna want horde encounters. At least I don't think. But I guess you never know. And then now we will liberate these people. And that's money. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but for our purposes, it's money. Token of gratitude. Repeat ball. Okay. Okay. So repeat ball might have usefulness if we keep running the glooms, right? Like or something like that. So Like, I feel like normally repeat balls are not as valued when you're trying to vary your encounters, but if we just run into more of the same non-water types, then it doesn't matter. Which, that means we're gonna go, I guess, what we could do the quicker thing is we can box one more hero. And they get their special spot because they're like, hey, they're part of the team still. They're ready to battle, right? That's the battle box. Because we are gonna go get that dome fossil restored. Which, if I recall correctly, was over here. That's hilarious that we just got the Agronite and the Agron, but obviously I did not mean to nickname it because it will not be an Agron, right? That's not how this works. But what will it be is the question. And I'll go in here. I mean, I know it's in my party, but I guess I should face the usual spot of late. But this level 20 sturdy, what is that? Quiet Agron. We shall spin the wheel to find out. What shall it be? So here we go. It is a Suicune! Let's go! Obviously, can't complain with Suicune. Suicune's pretty good. As are all water types, except for the ones that I don't like. You know, that is how the world works, if you ask me. So I will be right back. And we have returned. So we do have Ribbons, the Suicune, which it is pressure. It was not hidden ability. What's it called? Agron. So obviously not going to be hidden ability, which makes perfect sense. Although, so one funny thing that did occur while I was in Pika Hex is that it shows me what what Pokemon the egg is going to hatch into, right? So I didn't think about that, which it makes sense that it does. It's just like I hadn't considered it. So I can't help myself. I got to heal, even though I probably don't need to. But I know what's in the egg now, which I will not spoil it, but it's just a funny I didn't think about what is in there. I did not mean to do that, which we should be going to our next encounter, right? Because we have an encounter up here that we did not cash in earlier since we didn't have the rod at the earlier time. Darn me and my old hands. My old man hands. Darn me and my old man hands. Darn me and my old man hands! So I don't have like a way to weaken any of this stuff, right? It's, Leech Seed's a timer that I don't really want to put on anything anyway, and so we're just gonna throw a ball. Which worked out nicely. So we don't need to nickname, and we can go back and we can go spin the wheel and find out what shall it be. So it's a level 5 Timber. I don't know what. Sheer Force, mild. So let's go take a spin. Yes, I did save successfully. Cool, good for me. Alright. And the level 5 timber will become Whiskash. Which, you know what? I like Whiskash. The typing is very nice for our purposes here. So let me put it back to the main scene, and I will be right back. And we have returned with our mild level 5, Mr. Whiskers, which I feel like that's a pretty self-explanatory nickname, so. A fun moveset of both water sport and mud sport. But we have more encounters to do. And by more, I mean I think it's only one, right? If we go back through the forest. I guess it's not forest, it's woods, right? It's Petalburg Woods. And then go through Petalburg. Which, oh yeah, Petalburg. I didn't think about that earlier. We have an encounter here too. So I was thinking about. I think I mentioned Little Route. God, I said it again. Little Route. I'm like, I got routes on the mind, so Little Route is not sticking. But oh my, that was like way too fast for me. So here's a pine co, which I hope just doesn't explode. Would be nice. Oh, that was a crit capture. So that's good. Alright, let's, since we are here, let's take a quick look. It did have self-destruct, there we go, yeah. Timid, sturdy, level 10 Pineco. So then it is time to find out, what will it be? Seismitoad, very nice. I think that's another same thing with Whiskash, right? Like it's whatever you think of them on. The typing is obviously insanely valuable for this type of run, but I would also say that both Whiskash and Seismitoad very good. So no problems here. So I will be right back. We have returned. So we have Mr. Toad with Swift Swim. I mean, obviously it's a toad, but on top of that, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was something I watched a lot and went on the ride at Disneyland, so will always be in my mind. Whereas Mr. Whiskers also, I don't know if I mentioned it. I was thinking of there's a old Disney Channel show called Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. So, oh, that's funny that I never got this item, but there we go. We got it this time. Good on us. So that is money that I will just sell before I forget. Because I do not need this. Along with this either. Now we can go back to Little Route, which, oh, it doesn't have any water, does it? Usually the starting town does. So, there you go. I'm dumb. It doesn't have any. Of course, in the region that has too much water, the starting city for once has no water, right? So that works out fine. I got Petalburg, which I've forgotten about, so it's basically like, my expectations were met. It's just in a different way, right? So now to go back to where we were, we're gonna retrace our steps, right? Or is it just quicker to go to Slateport? Is it quicker to go to Slateport? here. It's probably similar, but I don't. It might not be quite the same. But I just gotta hopefully not run into too many wild Pokemon, and I think it'll be similar enough speed, if not faster this way. So we can use the tunnel to our advantage here. We don't need to fight anyone here because they're way too low leveled for us to get valuable experience. And as always, with some of the team we're over leveled, but I'd say for the most part it's getting to be where we're at a more appropriate level than we've been most of this game. Nope, break, I don't think so. It's not a quick break. We are still going this episode. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about a break? Come on now. We're not finishing the episode until we... I prefer to hatch the egg, would be nice. And I think get back to, oh, what's it called? Lava Ridge would probably be a good place to at least put us. And maybe I will... Oh, I never got this item. Well, this one, it didn't matter. I don't know that I really needed just the $25, but you know what, it's still 25, so sure. Why not, I guess, right? And then I guess maybe we can see if there's any items that I may have missed, maybe, on the way down here. I think I got everything. I didn't fight everyone, I know that, but that's not like a priority here. Cause I did this area, yeah, we fight kids. So I did that area. I think I got everything in the area. Yeah, looks like it. So yeah, so we're back in Lava Ridge, and now I think the last thing to do before we end the episode would be to hatch this egg. Which I have not spoiled what it is for you, but for me, I do know what it is. Just because that's how it works, is that in PK Hex you can know what, how far away am I? Are you, it's still not even close? That's crazy. I feel like we traveled a bit of a distance, did we not? Like, come on. I guess is there like just back and forth I can do and hope for the best here. Not like a whole lot of room here in the Lava Ridge. But I'm trying here. It's at this point, maybe I will give the advice of you could skip forward till the egg hatches, because I will hatch this egg in this episode. That is a guarantee, because I think that's where we're ending this. Is so maybe skip till you see the wheel. I guess I spoil a little bit. It's not a water type in there. I kept it a secret that whole time, and then I told you, well, look for the wheel, because yeah, it's not a water type. So. I'm just surprised that this egg takes this long to hatch. Or I guess I just didn't travel as much as I thought. I don't know. But we can jam out as we try to hatch this egg. Nope, I'm not trying to walk around in various directions. I guess I should just go back and forth. I don't need to mess with other directions. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't want to go too far. So then we're gonna go over the ledge. God, why are we not close to hatching? This is... I feel like the last few episodes is like I keep like having a spot where I'm like, oh, this is a good time to, you know, to finish this one thing and then finish the episode. But then I look at the clock and I'm like, as I'm still doing it, it's like we're already past 50 minutes. And I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. Like, I need to hatch this egg. I don't want to go all the way around again. Like, I like already being here in Lava Ridge, but if I really need to bike that much, should I just go to a bigger area? Because, like, going back, yeah, whatever, I'll do that. That's fine. And the bigger area I had in mind was, like, literally go, like, okay, hold on, yeah. Oh my god, there's people in the way. Never mind. This is not as good of an idea as I thought. But I don't have to like dodge a barrier. I know I'm gonna have to bike around and go back to Lava Ridge, but whatever. Maybe once it's close, I'll go back so that I'm like in location as we are ready to hatch or something. Unless I just forget and it hatches quicker. Maybe I should get the mock bike. I don't think it's gonna be that much faster though. But, oh my, they occasionally move in the way, like come on, what are we doing? I guess this is better. Yeah. So they don't move in my way. I don't know if anyone's even watching me just do this, but if anyone is, you know what, sound off, let me know. Do you normally pick the mock bike or the acro bike? Like in every game that has like a default, you know, you pick one or the other and doesn't just do everything all at once. Like, what do you pick? Because I normally pick, which I did in this one, I always pick like this, the faster one, the mock bike would be the choice that I would always make. I don't like the getting extra items is good and all, and so obviously I did the trade for it. But normally I prefer the speed of the mock bike over the cool tricks of the acro bike. Dude. This episode's just gonna be artificially long because of this. It's very funny, but sometimes this is how the cookie crumbles. Like I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I gotta hatch this at some point, right? Like there's not. And then I gotta do the wheel, as I already spoiled. giving us a change of scenery here. Like, there's just no place like Lumios. Ugh. I remember on the 3DS putting a penny in the joystick thing to keep it going in the proper direction and just being able to circle the gym. Nothing beats that. Like, I feel like they need to... Every game should design an area that's like clear, like, hey, this is where you should probably hatch eggs. Like, have a clear and obvious, like, hey, this is a place that if you wanna breed Pokemon, here's your spot to hatch all your eggs. And I don't know what that area is for this game. I guess is. Yeah, that could be a me issue, not necessarily the game designers. Maybe there is a obvious place that I'm just not thinking of. Like Cycle Road, in theory, could be, but it's got too many winding turns that it probably wouldn't make sense to do that. But there it is. Whew. I was almost gonna break and go get the walk bike. So it is a Slackoth, which I like Slackoth, but not a water type. So for this purposes, I'm gonna go to Lava Ridge so that we can be there for the start of the next episode, and that's where we will do our that's where we will do the wheel spin as well to find out what the Slackoth shall be. Did I just see an item that I didn't get earlier? Fuck me. Whatever. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see it for now. If I remember, I'll get it again, but spoilers, I'm not recording again after this, so I do sometimes record 2 in a row in case it hasn't been obvious yet that I've done that at times here, but in fact, this is the second in a row of a recording session for me. So we have Hardy, Truant, Slackoth. So we will go to the wheel and find out what is it going to be. That is not the wheel. There's the wheel. It shall be a Marshtomp. So level 1 Marshtomp that has, what is that, like neutral nature, so I will be right back. And we are back. So here is our third ground type in a row. Randy the Marshtomp. Randy, because I thought of, the first thing I thought of with Marsh was Randy Marsh from South Park, and then my head went to Austin Powers. Do I make you Randy? Which, great, you know, love Austin Powers. So, gave me a little giggle, and I was like, you know what, good enough for me. I don't know that I'm sure I've had names for Swamperts before, like just probably Swampy or something, you know, something basic like that. But that's where my head went. That's where the name is, and so with that, we can wrap up this episode. I know it's a bit of a long one, but I think it was more important to finish that off because now we can focus all eyes forward, and we are gonna go face the gym next episode. So I'll just save this real quick and say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.